Rocky River is probably one of the hottest cities right now in the Cleveland market, in the Cleveland area. It's somewhere that people want to be. It's got a quaint neighborhood, a very tight-knit community, and safe areas. It's got great schools, and it's got lake views as well. Great parks, really has it all. A historic little downtown space. It's one of the hottest spots right now. So for buyers, they're doing everything they can to get into that area, make some crazy offers. But in today's video, let's talk about Rocky River, the pros and cons, and why it's probably one of the hottest spots at the moment. So let's jump into the video. If you're new to the channel and you want to know all there is about Cleveland, Ohio, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you can be updated on all things Cleveland when we upload a new video. My name is Kip Sweeney with Live in Cleveland, Ohio, powered by Mikusu Homes eXp Realty. And if Rocky River sounds like the place that you want to be, make sure to go into the description box below and just shoot me a text, give me a call. Let's schedule a time to meet or talk face to face, whatever it may be. Let's talk about how we can get you into Rocky River, or if it's a nearby area, let's discuss your personal goals. But nonetheless, let's jump into this video about Rocky River. So starting with the pros, of course, the median home sold price in Rocky River, Ohio was $366,000 just last year. So you saw a little bit about a 2% increase year over year. However, why are homes going so quickly, over ask, and just with some crazy offers, people waiving inspections, which I wouldn't advise, and just doing what they can to get in the area? Well, I'll tell you why. One of those pros is just the fact that it has everything. You don't need to leave Rocky River for anything at all, but it's got everything for everyone. Whether you're looking for a quaint, historic downtown space, or you want to just be kind of somewhere where you can get to the freeways easily, you can get to downtown Cleveland pretty quickly, or if you want to be by beaches, by the lake, by parks, all of that is there with Rocky River. And of course, one of the biggest things is the Cleveland Yacht Club, the CYC, which is in Rocky River as well. And that's just a marina. Basically, it's going to be a place where you can become a member, you can go get great food, go to the pool, you can go and just take care of your boat if you have one, you can leave a dock there, or you can just go and get some kayaks and just go from there as well and enjoy a lake day. So whatever it is, but Cleveland Yacht Club is a very popular spot. People love it, and it gives us very easy access to Lake Erie, which is a great spot as well. So Rocky River really has everything, right? From $1 million homes to $250,000 homes, and apartments and condos. So whatever it is you're looking for, you can find. Now, of course, you may not be able to find the specific needs. You know, say you're trying to find a 3-bed, 2-bath for under $200,000. Not gonna really happen in Rocky River. So Rocky River is a great location. Big pro there. Its location is amazing, and it has everything in it. It's just gonna be one of the easiest cities to get around as well, but with close proximity to neighboring cities that offer nice value adds as well, it's just something that makes it very comfortable for people. Pro number 2 is going to be the safety. So safety. Rocky River is incredibly safe. You really have great tight-knit communities. You have a great school system, and you have great neighborhoods that people take care of. And with the safety comes obviously just the joy of going out to the little historic downtown space, or going on nightly walks in the neighborhoods, or riding your bike elsewhere, whatever it may be. Rocky River has a very good, safe city and comfortable suburban lifestyle with urban touch. So Rocky River is going to have that living lifestyle where it's not going to be too noisy, but you're going to be able to get out and enjoy a night out, whether it's going to a little bar or going to some restaurants or just going to see a little show. Whatever it may be, you're going to be able to do all these things in Rocky River. So it really offers a vast variety, no matter what it is that you're looking for. And it's great for everyone, as I continue to say. The next pro is going to be the walkable urban suburban feeling. So you can walk around, obviously, your neighborhood, but there's many neighborhoods that surround what is the downtown space, the historic downtown space that Rocky River has. And this is going to allow you to go to cafes or different boutique shops, different restaurants, whatever it may be. As I kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, you're going to be able to have this variety, this ability for you. It's not uncommon. I know I did it when I was a child. I lived in Fairview Park, which is a neighboring city, and Fairview Park is very suburban, and we really didn't have anything. So we'd always bike places, and we'd always bike to Rocky River because I had many friends there. And so it was somewhere where we didn't have to really be nervous about leaving our bike. We didn't have bike locks or anything like that. So it was just a comfortable spot. You knew that you could leave the bike and be okay with it. If you choose to drive, there's easy parking in many different places and many of the restaurants. but along with that feeling, it's very close to a lot of other things as well. So I mean, it's gonna be hard to see, but we're gonna post the map right here. So you're gonna see Rocky River is the historic downtown space, and you're gonna see if you go across that Detroit Bridge, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff there as well. And if you're a little bit younger, or if you're kind of into the bar scene and you like to go out a little bit, there's gonna be some more bars and things over there that many people go to on the weekends and things like that. So that's gonna be a hot spot as well. So you're really close to anything. And then of course, obviously, you probably can already tell, but you're right next to Lakewood, which offers a lot of things as well when it comes to restaurants, bars, activities, things to do. So location-wise, great. And I know we started this off with that walkable area, but we're jumping into the fact that you really can do anything. So if you want to walk, or if you want to just, hey, go somewhere else and get out and try some new places, you can do that easily with the neighboring cities. The next pro, the charming neighborhoods and architecture. So Rocky River is going to be full of mid-century, colonial, and newer build homes, but all very well kept up. And many of these streets you're going to find being tree-lined streets, really giving it that just homey, that quaint feeling. So it's a very comfortable and nice city drive. It's very pretty, very beautiful, and you have a lot of different scenes. You gotta have parks, you can have views of the water, and then of course, if you want to go on Lake Road, which borders Lake Erie, you're gonna see all the multi-million-dollar homes, depending, but those are gonna be some of the, obviously, the lake views. Some have lake access, depending on their property itself. So if that's something that you wanted, you can easily do that. So this architecture, these neighborhoods, really, really quaint, really beautiful, and you're really gonna be able to enjoy them. So obviously, most of the time, we're not celebrating a holiday, but think about holiday time. It's just kind of another add-on, a value add to this, in my opinion, very family oriented. So I love, 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 love when we, when it's like Halloween, Christmas, really any holiday. But so people love to decorate and put up lights and decorations, and it's nice when it's obviously a full street, or many of the homes on that street partake and just, they also enjoy decorating as well. It's just fun when you're coming home, or you have children, they love to see the lights, they love to see the decorations. And of course, when it comes to trick-or-treating with children, you have those neighborhoods that are gonna be easy to walk around, it's safe and it's comfortable, and it's fun having everyone just partake in the holiday as well. But so that time from obviously October all the way through December, obviously, and then early to mid-January when the lights start coming down, between all the holidays, it's just a fun little quaint time, makes up for the cold weather, right? So it's just a great atmosphere. So it's a comfortable spot for retirees, for children, for families, and there's always gonna be something to do for everyone. So another pro being just the excellent outdoor and extracurricular activities, the park system. So part of the Cleveland Metro Parks is the Rocky River Reservation, and this allows for picnics and fishing and just different activities, whether, open fields, of course, to throw a frisbee, or let a dog roam and run and chase a ball, things like that. So it's really something, depending on your lifestyle, that you're gonna be able to entertain all aspects of Rocky River. So if you are someone that likes to be outdoors, perfect. If you're someone that doesn't like to be outdoors, but you want to go and have shops and things like that close by, also perfect. You're gonna have it all with you there in Rocky River. So it's a very comfortable spot. The next pro is just the stable real estate market. Sure, the percentage of increase in the price year over year wasn't anything crazy, but you're seeing just very strong home values. You're seeing people not wanting to move, and you're seeing people who are moving into the area paying quite a bit. And honestly, when you hear some of the ways they're winning these offers, it's pretty crazy. And I've said it in probably the past couple videos now, because the Cleveland market, and I know many people are saying, oh, it's a buyer's market. Well, not in Cleveland, Ohio, and not in specific areas such as Rocky River or even Bay Village, which is next door. It's very, very competitive right now, and sellers are getting some amazing and incredible offers. Now, I will say, buyers are still being selective, of course. They're not going and just saying, oh, let me just, get this house because I have to. They're still being selective, as you should be, and making sure that it's a home that they want. But you see crazy over ask prices, and you see different terms that we wouldn't always advise on depending on the current market, right? So, okay, it is an investment to get into Rocky River, but I know that this investment is going to hold its value, of course, like much of any real estate, but also it's going to very much so be a strong hold. It's going to be something that I know is going to, do something. I'm going to be able to rely on this for years and years and years. Obviously, I wouldn't expect anyone to be moving shortly after buying, but you know that if your neighbor's house is selling or someone else is selling, it's going to just obviously help your home value increase. But you know the fact that the market in that Rocky River area is going to just be something strong forever, because people are always looking to get into that area. People are always interested, and you're typically always going to have a leg up. So even though, let's say we are in a buyer's market, even in Rocky River, you still might be able to take advantage of, even though it being a buyer's market, take advantage of your location and be able to get what you want. Because Rocky River offers that kind of demand and that kind of interest, especially among buyers with families and even first-time home buyers, although that's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we'll get into that in the cons here in the near future. And of course, the tight-knit community / involved residents. As I kind of was saying, Rocky River is going to have that tight-knit community, but the residents also really partake in everything. They really show up for community events or for fundraisers or for whatever else it may be. The community is really involved in the city, and it's great to see because people are taking care of their lawns, but at the same time, they're cheering on the Rocky River football team or the lacrosse team or anything else that's playing, the sports. But at the same time, people want to see the city continue to stay safe and grow and continue to have an amazing atmosphere. So it's really very much so community oriented, and people really enjoy being a part of it. They love the festivals. They love the things that Rocky River has to offer. So the community aspect is really encouraging in Rocky River. So if that's something that you're looking for as well, or if you're from out of town and you're moving into Rocky River, rest assured you'll be able to meet people and make new friends pretty easily, just based on living in Rocky River, right? Just being a part of everything. So let's jump into some of the cons. What makes it something that may be difficult for everyone or for some people? So one of those cons being just the property taxes. I mean, property taxes in Rocky River is going to be a little bit higher, but it's not going to be the most compared to some cities. It is going to be up there. So that might be something that stops you or that kind of makes you think a little bit more. The property taxes can scare off some people, but like when you look at Fairview Park, their property taxes are pretty high as well, depending, again, it's going to be per home basis, of course, but I can always give you that information when looking for houses and stuff like that as well. Make sure that you understand what those taxes look like. But at the same time, it's something that with those property taxes and paying you're knowing that the money's going somewhere positive. It's all going to benefit the city. So depending on how you look at it, it's going to be good, but it is something that you may need to budget for and make sure that it's something that you're comfortable with. Next con is just the higher price. So compared to nearby suburbs, you are going to see a little bit of a higher price. So continuing with that higher price, I'm going to talk about just the fact that since it is so hot of a market, you're getting a ton of people that are coming in. And as I just said, as I said in the beginning of the video, just doing some pretty crazy things with their offers. So, I mean, as a buyer, you can't get discouraged if you do lose out on 1 or 2 or 3 offers, because when you turn around and you find out what that actual deal went for, whether that's 100K over ask or no inspection with the appraisal gap and all these other crazy things, it makes you feel a little better. And so if this is the house they need to have and they have the ability to spend over that much, then okay. But you just have to know, with the obviously higher costs, it is a little harder to say, okay, this is my budget and this is what I need to stay to, and then see these houses going for that much more. So that's one downside, is that even though the house might be in your budget, it's going to be another thing to win that offer, which that is going to be a big con for Rocky River, and it's been like that for some time. And of course, the cost, we were talking about it. So the next con would be for the first-time home buyers. It's not going to be the best just because of the cost. I mean, now things are changing. Of course, I think sometimes you're seeing the cost of that first-time home buyer going up a little bit, but it's going to be something that's going to be a little bit more difficult for first-time home buyers because of the fact that, again, people are getting pretty creative, and for a first-time home buyer, it's a overwhelming process. So for you to say have to adjust or get into a creative offer, it might be a little bit scary, because not only have the whole home buying process is new already, but then you're on top of that, you're changing up the offer to make it pretty creative and kind of favoring the seller to make sure that you land that house. So with both of those aspects and those features, it can be a little bit intimidating, because you haven't even gone through the process once with a normal offer, but now you're going through the process with a pretty crazy offer, right? Something that maybe over asked, that maybe, with some people, again, I don't advise it, but some people waiving their inspection. It's like, well, wait, we don't even know what that does. What is this? The point of this? It can be a very difficult market for first-time home buyers as well. Again, continuing with that, the next kind is just how fast homes sell. You need to be ready to go and prepared to offer and to get into those homes. So obviously working with proper agent, that is making sure they're seeing these homes as they come onto the market and they're new and you're not missing them, is critical, because these homes are selling or going under contract at least in a week, and so If you say give it 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you might have already lost out before you've even been able to go and tour the house. Or you might be touring the house and then it's like next day, hey, we need all your highest and best offers. And you might be like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready yet. So you really need to be prepared with your pre-approval, but you also need to be mentally prepared to make sure that you're ready to offer and to be competitive with that offer in Rocky River. So, I mean, not only is it going to be home selling fast, but it's also going to be something where just you need to be prepared in all aspects and ready to go when you're competing in that Rocky River market. You need to be decisive and just ready to say, yes, let's do it. This amount, I trust you, and this is what I'm comfortable with. And to be able to just jump into that. But in the market like Rocky River, people are submitting offers no matter what. So maybe you don't win that offer, but at least you submitted something that you're comfortable with at that house. So that's one aspect, is that you need to be okay just submitting those offers at something that you're comfortable with, of course. Whether or not you win that, at least you gave it a try, because you never know. Next up is going to be the architecture again. So I know the architecture is very lovely in Rocky River, but some of the older mid-century homes might be too small for people. So people love Rocky River, but if you're taking that money, you will, I guarantee you, be able to use that same purchase price of a Rocky River home and put it elsewhere in a neighboring city and get a bigger home. So depending on your needs and your space, many of the Rocky River homes, the older ones, are gonna be a little smaller, or you might find 3 ones, some still only have that 1 bath. So it's something that can be a little tricky sometimes, finding the right home with the right size, or saying, ooh, I need bigger room. I want to be in Rocky River, but I want really big rooms at this price. So sometimes it's a give and take with Rocky River, because the older homes do have that architecture. So some of the rooms might be a little smaller, or you might not get the exact size that you want, the square footage that you want. So I would say that is going to be one of the cons. It's just that for the price of many of the Rocky River homes, you might be able to get a little bigger elsewhere if you are comfortable out of the city, or if you are okay being somewhere else. But that's the thing. So you have to be prepared and understanding, have your kind of your criteria in your head ready, your list, knowing, okay, hey, this is gonna be the size of the home that I'm gonna get, and I have to be okay with these kind of rooms, or with this kind of, master, or maybe a shared bathroom, or whatever it is. Depending on your budget, depending on what you're looking for, you're gonna have to be, kind of prepared for that. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to find maybe that perfect home. And of course, the limited nightlife. Now, I mean, we spoke about how there are restaurants and some bars, and then you go across the bridge and there's more. But if you are younger and want a little bit more upbeat, then you may be missing out a little bit. Not to say it's not there, because definitely across Detroit, the Detroit Bridge, you're gonna be able to really find it there. But just something to think about. Ohio City, Tremont may offer even more of that, especially with similar kind of homes, but it's something that you're gonna have to think about. So the limited nightlife to a point, depending on what you view and vision as nightlife, it could be, I guess, a pro or a con, because you might think, oh, I like kind of more the relaxed side of things. So then great, Rocky River is awesome. Or maybe you're like, oh no, I want something loud and upbeat and something crazy. Well, then Rocky River wouldn't be it. So it's just, depending on what you prefer in your nightlife, it could definitely be there, or you might have to go a little bit further into downtown to find that. So I guess this is more of a neutral point, I suppose, but it's something to think about and to understand what's around depending on your lifestyle. So that kind of does it for our pros and cons on Rocky River. It's not a crazy video, but nothing too long here, but it's just to give you a little insight into what Rocky River is like. So I mean, it's a very beautiful west side city. Tons of people love it. If you are someone that wants lake access or lake views, you want the parks, you want great schools, you want a tight-knit community, you want quaint architecture and a nice historic downtown, then Rocky River is going to be a great fit for you. And again, it's very, very popular, in demand. Many people are really trying to enter that Rocky River market. People love to be there. Now, it's not, let's say you're someone else that maybe you're a first-time home buyer, or maybe you need a larger home, or maybe you're on budget restraints. It may not be the best fit for you. Not to say that it's totally out of the picture, but there would be other cities that I would probably recommend for you to make sure that you're happy with what's going to be a pretty big purchase, right? So things to consider, but Rocky River is going to be one of the hottest spots here in the Cleveland area, I would say. And many, many people, especially families, are really getting in there and doing what they can to get into there. So if Rocky River is for you, let me know. But if it's not, then awesome. I'm happy to help you wherever you're looking. And if you or a friend could use some advice, make sure to send me a text, give me a call. I'll be happy to help. If you are from the area, I'd be happy to hear, hey, what do you think? What should other people know about Rocky River? So that if they are out of town, we can make sure that they have the most information possible. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next video.